Hello Galaxy, I'm Chris Pirillo, and this is my view in fewer than two. Final Cut Pro is on the iPad. Bravo, Apple. I guess that's interesting. I mean, if you carry an iPad instead of a MacBook and you do heavy video editing, people have been clamoring for pro-level apps on the iPad for years. Is Final Cut Pro enough now? I don't know. Like, if I had a choice between a Mac and an iPad to specifically run Final Cut Pro, I would probably go with the Mac because most of my video editing is happening on the desktop. And the iPad is trying to be desktop enough, but not quite desktop. And I guess giving Final Cut Pro access on the iPad makes Apple think that they're doing a great job. And maybe they are. I'm not quite sure if I would pay on a monthly basis to use Final Cut Pro, at least on the iPad, maybe as a part of a bigger bundle, possibly. But remember, I don't use the iPad. It's not exactly a user experience that I think is best in class. My personal choice, my preference is Samsung DeX on their tablets, not just because I believe that's exactly what you want if you're an iPad user, saying, well, they need to put Mac OS, I almost said OS 10, they need to put Mac OS on the iPad. So they're not exactly doing it. They're putting some apps on the iPad, but I don't think if they do this, it's going to satisfy the user base. I still feel that they're going to want Mac OS on an iPad, and I don't know if that's ever going to happen. If that's something that you want, then I'm telling you right now, look into Samsung DeX. Except you won't see Final Cut Pro on Samsung DeX.